Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. The Blue Devils will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Cal Bears offense will have first crack at this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Going to sling it on second down. Going deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, my. Goodness, it was just too easy, and he didn't look it in. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So Duke's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's running free down the middle. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Cal! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need to. We'll put points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field. He stopped at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got their quick completion. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to throw again. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Look at that, just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Got it in the middle. It's Little. They finally get him on the ground. He's got an explosive play for the first down.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun to give to the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They're setting up the screen, and he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it
about that. I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't much run. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for loss.
He'll keep it himself. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. That brings them to within 1.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Fair catch, called for and made. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. We got a tight one early, and they go back on the attack, holding a 7-6 lead. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He wants to change this route. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop him.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here comes the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Brown will throw it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the Blue Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Fires to the big fella.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Sets up the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the returner is stopped. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. This offense has it with really good field position. To the air on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This has been the problem for the offense in this game so far, guys. They're getting down into the red zone, but they're not able to punctuate these drives with touchdowns. They've had to settle for field goals already, and getting sacked on first down in the red zone again is putting them in a bad position all of a sudden, moving backwards. The offense has got to be better in this critical area.
Got it in the middle, it's King. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be...
A shot toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat.
And he he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Grabbed over the middle. It's James. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's 1st down from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Brown will throw it. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He caught it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it to the back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking for a push on fourth down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
From inside the 15, here's the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know, looking angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's King. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. On the run, it's Moore. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. The give to the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the ball slipped out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line, it's James. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. It's complete to the right. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes! Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
You've got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his position.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Now, I know that can... isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field. But how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And as we get ready to start the 4th quarter, they'll open with a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown. They're trailing by 21 to Boise State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Brown wants to pass. Throwing right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The give from the gun. He breaks a tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
I think in this situation after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes a grab past the marker. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
4th down, same as 1st, same as 2nd, same as 3rd for this offense. Going for it in a big-time moment. Get the big 1st down. This game, you're running out of time defensively. You're going to have to find a way to get a stop, even if it takes 4 downs.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. And the Golden Bears are on the move. They'll go to the ground. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here?
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Golden Bears are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Brown will throw it. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Golden Bears. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. After the filthy move, he's got room. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cal. The defense putting points on the board. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown. Man, they don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. Looks it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floating away. trying to escape and get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And the Blue Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Little. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Little. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Bringing the heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
2-16.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks